Welcome back, episode 2 BTB, Beyond the Blueprint. The boys are back. We're at ya. And we're going to be starting off with a couple of questions, a bit of icebreakers.
Yep.
All right. This is a pretty good one. First question is, who are your role models?
Ooh.
I feel like for me, mine's a bit deep. I reckon mine's my dad.
Your dad?
Yeah. Because he's done business.
Mm.
And I feel like everything that he's done, I'm sort of like going in that direction where he's tried different things. Well, for me, I didn't try many things, but obviously I had the rapper tees, and then that didn't work. And then I moved to my branded stuff.
Yeah.
He's had similar business ventures where he's done something like that. And anything that I need advice from in terms of business,
Yeah.
he'll like tell me. So it's like I'm basically living a very similar.
Vicariously through him.
Yeah. So he gives me like it's like my mentor pretty much. Yeah.
Why did he tell you to do uni?
Why did he tell me to do uni? I mean, I think that's just
As a backup.
no. He just told me to wait. As in, what do you mean?
Like, were they telling you to go to like
He
go
didn't.
work
He,
in Eng?
he initially wanted me to do engineering
Yeah.
fully, not like and focus less on the business.
Less business. Yeah.
I think because there's obviously that risk factor,
risk factor.
and
yeah,
he didn't. I don't think he understood
Yeah.
clothing in terms of
Yeah.
how well it could do.
Mm.
But I think obviously when he saw the results, he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, he changed his mindset. But
Yeah.
besides that, he's been fully supportive, and
That's good.
yeah, so I feel like that's my role model. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you just one or like do you have any
Multiple?
like?
I haven't really thought about it honestly, but
Yeah.
off the top of my head, I
Mm.
think, yeah, probably my dad. Yeah,
Yeah.
What about you?
Andrew Tate. Yeah. So
Yeah.
like I post him. You post him a fair bit as well.
Yeah.
He just changed how we thought, like how I think
Yeah.
about everything, like how the world works, how when you start a business, how do you actually stay in business? Like the mindset factor, completely got it from him. Like my dad never, like my parents never did business,
Yeah.
so I couldn't really rely on them to be like, hey, how do I actually run a solid business? So I started listening to Tate, and like he's like everyone would have seen.
He's
what
a
he
wake
talks-
up call
He's
a
a
lot
wake
of
up
us
call,
needed.
right? Absolute wake up call,
Yeah.
right? So like
Over COVID especially.
exactly. So if we listen, honestly, if I listened to him in 2020, I wouldn't have gotten the jab, like because
Yeah.
like
yeah, bro, same.
straight up, because dude, he was right. Like when I went to apply for the engineering like the job, the second job, one of the prerequisites was to get the third jab.
Yeah,
So I was like, I already had two, right? I was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to get the third jab.
Mhm.
Third jab or the second jab? One
I
of
got
it
two.
was
I
one-
got two, yeah.
I think it was the second jab.
yeah,
I was like, I don't want to get it. It's like I don't want to get the jab. He's like, if you don't get the jab, you don't get the job.
yeah.
I was like, what? What's going on here?
Pin
Like,
it, mate.
yeah,
Pin
it's like you have to get a pin or you don't get the job. So I've like I knew nothing better, so I went and got the jab. So and then now I look back, I'm just like, damn man, like Tate was right. Like, it was like
controlled, mate.
they were forcing us to get the jab.
You know,
So,
Woolies were firing
Matrix are after you.
staff
Yeah.
for not getting the jab.
dude, so many places are firing. So I'm like, so Tate was one of them.
Mm.
Recently, Goggins. Like honestly, like it sounds like everyone's
No,
been,
100%,
like,
bro.
yeah, like
Goggins
his
is goated,
mindset
man.
is crazy, man. Like
Wide different, yeah.
crazy. Like even the fact that people like, oh, you need to rest. Like you know how like
I
like
saw
the
that.
basic shit, like oh, you need
Yeah.
to rest 8 hours.
Funniest one I saw recently was like people talking about like Goggins, are you on the winter arc? He's like,
Yeah.
winter arc? What the hell is that? I'm on that 360 arc.
Yeah,
I'm on that 360
dude,
every
like
year
his
round.
mindset is crazy.
It's
Like his
nuts.
marathons and stuff that he's done.
Have you read his book?
No, I haven't read his
No.
book. I can't read for shit.
Yeah, neither.
Like,
man.
I can't
Just
read.
podcast all day.
And the third one, recently, like I've been like watching so many videos and stuff.
Mm.
It's actually Kanye.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Like I used to hate Kanye, right? I'm like, what the hell's
Same.
wrong with this guy? Like I used to be like, there's something wrong with this guy. I don't like him.
Mm.
But then now I look back, right? Like even like from the albums and stuff he's like released, all the stuff he's done for like the kids and stuff. People think he's crazy.
He called it early.
He caught it very early,
Yeah.
and people think he's crazy, but he's not. Like he's actually trying to help the world, but no one's understanding because people just think he's retarded.
People, yeah, they try to portray him as like crazy.
Crazy,
needs to
yeah,
be
like
on the meds
mentally
and all that
ill
stuff,
and like
but
bipolar and stuff. But what he's trying to say, like people actually aren't understanding it.
apparently he lives in Ivanhoe. He's got a
No.
house there.
No, his misso was from there,
His misso.
like the wife.
His wife.
Yeah, he probably has a house there somewhere. If we see him in Melbourne, I'll be mad.
Yeah,
All right,
but yeah, he's one of them.
my role models. I've got a couple. When it comes to for like business and work ethic and work,
Yeah.
big one is probably my brother, right? Because
Yeah.
when it comes to like just putting your head down and getting the work done, because I'll be there, like say working gym, working till like 7, 8 o'clock. I'm tired, but then I look back, I look out to the window, I don't see his car outside. I'm like, damn, this guy's left the house at 5. He's a doctor, like surgeon, and he doesn't get back to like 7, 8 some days, depending. Some days he even get called in like this month. He's only got 3 days off. Look, there's always someone there working harder than you, and you just take that and you're like, fuck, I need to stop complaining, just get it done. In terms of business, I look up to my coach quite a bit, Corey. Shout out Corey, very educated. He's actually like I think he's a year younger than me, but he's just miles ahead.
Yeah.
Like pushing a whole bunch of clients, has his own gym, wants to expand on that. Love talking to him about training, business. He got me the result, man. Without him, I wouldn't have been able to. to
You always need a
get that
mentor, man.
100%.
Like I've had mentors, I've paid people don't understand like you spend money on a mentor, but it's the return that you get back is so worth it.
100%. It's
Like
like a time
I've
machine.
grown the business so fast. If it wasn't for like the mentors that I've had, like I would be at like the same spot, man.
Yeah. At
Like-
the same time, like, what else will you invest in?
Exactly. What
Like,
what
well,
are
you
you
have all this
supposed
money,
to
what
spend
else
all
would
your
you-
money on? Like dumb shit? Like nah. Put some money back into the business
Yeah.
Exactly.
by investing mentors. Like they've gone through the entire journey before.
Yeah.
Just learn from them.
You save, it's like a time machine, right? You save so much time and
Correct.
effort making the mistakes yourself, just doing it, investing in a mentor. In terms of like family and stuff, look up to my mum, parents quite a bit, dad even sometimes, dad as well. But mum as well, bro. Like she's just, bro. Like we're very lucky. I feel like it's like ethnics. Your mum just lives for you, right? She's like, there's always like, always help you with like food or like always looking after you. When are you coming home? Everything like that. So yeah,
Constantly,
man.
they won't go to sleep.
Yeah, won't go to
unless you're home.
sleep. Exactly right.
Yeah.
Like tell me your movements is that. You always know there's someone like caring for you. So that's always huge. That's it. That's probably the main ones, man. For myself, for role models. Next question. Do you think it's important to do uni?
I don't know, man. I feel like I'm different in my situation. I mean, probably all of us the same because obviously we're not doing anything that's related to engineering.
Yeah.
If I can go back in time, I wouldn't have done uni.
Yeah.
Because
You wouldn't have done uni.
I learned nothing in uni
Yeah, yeah.
that I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Anything I did in uni had nothing to do with clothing,
Yeah.
content, filming videos of myself or editing videos. Maybe like talking and group work, but
Yeah.
I don't even I do everything from home.
Yeah.
I don't speak to anyone in person. Barely, unless it's like a photo shoot or something. But nothing from uni taught me anything what I'm doing
Yeah.
today right now. So if I can go back, I would not have done uni.
What about you?
At the time when I started uni, I knew nothing better, right? I didn't know anything about business. Like I didn't know any better. Straight out of school. The only thing that I learned from uni was like not giving up on
Yeah.
the hard shit.
Exactly.
Uni was absolute torture. Like honestly, like it wasn't
It
it wasn't fun. I
wasn't.
completely hated it.
Yeah.
But like you just had to get through it. It was like you just had to
Had
get
to
through it.
pass. Yeah.
But if I look back, like there would have been like guys that like at 18 or 19, if they start uni and then they can't finish what they start, they're gonna carry all that onto a business they do. Anything
Yes.
they do in life, they're just gonna do the same thing.
100%.
So if you can't finish what you start, like you're not gonna be successful at anything.
you don't have it. Yeah, you don't.
You just won't have it. It could
Yeah.
be like fitness, it could be business, it could be anything. Relationships, they'll start get into relationships, and then it'll be over in like a year. Why? Because like, oh, it was too hard.
Yeah.
It's too many. You're just gonna apply the same thing everywhere in life.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
that's how I look at uni. I'm like, yeah, it was not worth it. Yeah, I spent a lot of money, but what I got out of it was like not giving up on shit.
100%.
Like it's like just getting through it. Like it's fucking hard. Like just finish it off. You start it, finish it.
I feel like it's a bit of a character development doing uni
That's it.
because
That's exactly what I mean.
the
completely
stress and
agree. Yeah,
stuff that you do like you go through in uni
Yeah, it's
kind of helps you like okay that I'd say
Yeah.
that kind of helped me with
Yeah,
business
yeah.
because so much
Yes.
stress, exams,
Yeah.
And like
deadlines and stuff.
the stress me and Anil had
Yeah.
is another level of stress, right?
100%.
So
Monash
I'll
exams, bro.
I'll explain you what like
Crazy.
what happened to like me.
Yeah.
So when we first started, like I did really well in school, right? Like I got like a 94 ATAR, like super well.
Really?
Yeah, I got 94 ATAR. Did
So
really
now?
well in school,
Yeah.
right? Start uni, So when you start uni, and then you're like, oh, like if you don't like it, you should be able to change it.
Yeah.
First year, my WAM was at like 35. So I call up Monash Connect. I'm like, hey, I don't like engineering. Can I change courses? They're like, sorry, but the thing, the metric that we're gonna look at is your WAM.
Wham, yeah.
So I'm just like, I've got 35. He's like, yeah, you can't do anything. You can't even do arts. I was like, bro, I'm like,
even
holy
get
shit,
in?
I'm fucked. And then on top of that, we saw the Monash
board, right?
board.
Yeah.
So the
our
pressure was
best mates.
completely on. It was like, if you do the same thing again, you're out of uni.
Yeah. But that's how you and I like. That's how we
switched on.
That's how we switched on. That's how we thrive. When our backs against the wall, when we're under that pressure,
100%.
we'll like
Yeah.
perform.
Yeah,
right?
straight up. Like, because if it wasn't for that, I think like uni wouldn't have been that fun, anyways.
But what's so like valuable now is that we know how to turn that on, that
Yeah.
like switch on
Yeah,
when we need to.
When we
it's
need
not
to,
like
yeah.
when everything's going to shit. Then we're
Yeah.
like, all right, it's time to lock in.
Yeah,
Now we're
yeah.
just like, all right,
Yeah.
it's got to be consistent.
I low-key
otherwise.
like whenever, like, even in business, like if I get like a really bad day
I was
in
gonna
sales,
say
like a
the
week,
same.
like a week of like shit sales, dude, I like
You
become
should,
hyper
yeah.
change.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, shit, man, I gotta get my shit together now, and like you do like double the amount of work,
You're like
and,
hyper productive.
More shoots, more
more
editing,
shoots.
content.
Like if you see me spamming on Instagram or something,
Yeah.
that's when you know the business is going to shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Like straight up. Like if you see
Yeah.
me making like so much content and whatnot,
Yeah.
that's just that's
When
me
it's-
working hard.
When it's quiet, you know you're chilling. You know you're doing well.
yeah.
exactly.
But like,
I hate that though, because like you get comfortable,
oh yeah,
yeah,
but you can.
Complete-
you need it once in a while.
like,
Though you need to switch off though.
Yeah, that's true. But I just hate it because like you'll be doing well and you forget that you're doing well and
Yeah.
you don't post as much.
yeah.
And just like, what's next? What's next?
Yeah.
Something to happen.
And then when something
Some kind of
happens, you're like, oh
stimulation.
crap, I gotta start posting.
Yeah, I gotta start posting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the same, bro. I completely agree with you. I'm like, with uni, do I think you need it? I think for like our timeline and our life, it taught us a lot, like
Yeah.
in terms of like business and just literally, if you don't give up, if you just put your head down and you do the work, you can get the result.
Yeah.
But obviously, we're doing something totally different now compared to uni. So it's a bit, the actual degree, the piece of paper is useless, and we've got a huge hex obviously to pay off now, which is annoying. But yeah, man, like even the small things like how we saw the board,
Yeah.
then you learn a lot about how like if you just get all the work done, you lock in, you're good. But then remember that during COVID, how there's exams, and we were like 8 of us in a house doing
Yeah.
it, and I got done for cheating
Cheating.
because I got the wrong number
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah,
And then after that, I just never copied, even if it was like an online exam, whatever. I was like, nah, I'm not risking it. Second time seeing the board, bro.
It's like I'm back.
Yeah, I'm back.
I'm back, baby.
They're like, mate, you again.
You again.
One more time, you're out.
You're out, man.
I was like, oh, please. Sorry. Yeah, man. It taught you like there's no shortcuts in life.
Yeah.
That's what I really learned from that. Like you can try to cheat or whatever, but at the end of the day, it's down to you, man. Like you got to do it. So that actually brings me on to my next question. Would you make your kids do uni?
I would give them the choice
Yeah.
to do it,
Yeah.
but I would encourage them to do their own thing.
I would like if they tell me they want to do like a business or something first, I'd be like, all right,
Study business.
start. Yeah. Oh no, I'd be like, all right,
Nah,
show
don't
me,
study
show,
business.
give me a plan. Show me like how you're gonna execute. And if I don't see them working every day on it without me being on your
100%.
ass, then I'm like, all right, you got to
Yeah.
get your ass
Yeah.
to uni.
Uni,
Just
yeah.
do something with your life.
Yeah, guaranteed.
But if they're
Because
obsessed
not
with
everyone's
it-
built for uni. Just because you're built for uni doesn't mean your kids are going to be built for uni.
Yeah.
Like they might not be built for it. So
As long as they can find what they're passionate, where their skills are,
skills are
and they can somehow monetize it, then I'll be like, all right, cool.
yeah.
This guy's mad. Sweet.
You want to get into some ecom questions?
Yeah.
There's one ecom question
Oh,
here,
yeah?
actually. Yeah.
Let's do it.
What is it?
How do you balance when business is taking off and relationships? Bracket ecom.
How do you what?
Wait, what do you mean?
How do you balance basically your life when business is taking off?
There's no balance. Like I'll be honest, right?
Mm.
There's like when you're starting a business or when you're like in business, especially the first couple of years, your life is like all over the place. Like it's like if you're trying to balance everything, like you want to balance relationships and like
Personal
like,
time.
personal time, dude, there's no balance. Like you work, you sleep, and then you do the same thing again.
Repeat, yeah.
Repeat, gym. What the basic shit that you need to do, just do it. but there's no actual balance to it.
Like people think it's not. We don't clock off at 5. It's just
Yeah, dude.
non-stop.
Yeah.
Non-stop. Like weekends you work.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Tuesday apparently is a public holiday, right? I'm like, I told, dude,
I had
I've
no
got a
idea-
shoot-
I had
I've
no
got a
idea
whole
till
day
today.
planned out, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like to Honchi, I was like, oh, like Tuesday you got to take the day off because I actually need a like a lot going on. I got like so many shoots going on.
Yeah.
I got so many calls. She's like, oh, it's a public holiday. I'm like, oh, really? I wouldn't have a clue.
Yeah.
Like, I have no idea.
It's all the
public
same
holiday.
days.
Yeah.
I had no
I had
idea
no
as well
idea.
until I did I called one of my clients on the way. He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh mate, like Tuesday's gonna be good. I'm gonna be able to do my steps and cardio." I'm like, "Why?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Public holiday." I'm like, "What?"
Fucking no idea.
He's like,
Oh, they're
"Races,
they're
right?"
like long
Yeah.
weekend. Like, bro,
Yeah.
it's every day.
Every day
same.
feels like a
Yeah.
weekend, but like
Yeah.
we're working on the weekend.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Not
we-
every day, every day feels the same.
same. That's
Mm.
You know?
I don't know. Like I don't even know if it's like Monday, Tuesday.
that's so true.
I'm not even joking. Like genuinely, I wake up. I'm like, what day is it? Like
Yeah.
I don't even know the day.
Yeah.
It's just the same shit every
Yeah.
day, every day.
Like with
But
some,
there's
of,
no balance. That's what I'm
Mm.
trying to say.
Yeah.
some of my clients will be like, "Happy Friday." I'm like, "What? It's Friday?"
It's
Yeah,
Friday,
crazy,
yeah. Let's
Got
go
his
out.
legs.
It's Saturday. I'm like, it's fucking Saturday today.
I thought it was leg day, man.
Yeah.
But yeah. So there's no balance.
There's no
right?
balance,
You just gotta get it all done.
Balance might come maybe in like 10 years when you're like,
It's like-
very matured in business
Mm.
and like everything's settled down. Maybe
Yeah.
in 10 years, I feel like you might have balance. Like for example, like Simon Beard, yeah?
That's
Owner of
fine,
Cup.
yeah.
He's
That's
got
only after he
balance.
sold it.
Yeah, he's sold and he's
Even
exit.
when Coach Kings was at peak, he was saying like he was
Dude,
still.
he was like he would make 4 mil. The next week, the bill would be 3
yeah,
mil.
yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
So like whatever you make, you just put it back.
yeah, yeah.
And then like obviously you'd be like so stressful. I can imagine what he would be like.
Like
going
we're
through at
stressed
that
as
point.
with like the money we're doing, but like with him, 4 mil for
millions,
1 week,
man. Like
yeah.
one little slip up and you're pretty much finished.
Yeah.
But
That's actually one thing I want to ask you guys, which I think probably a lot of people are
Mm.
wondering as well with e-commerce. Like you make all this money, right? Like you get 200K months,
Yeah.
80K months, 100K
Yeah.
months, but like not like it's not a service business, right? It's not like majority of that's
Yeah.
profit.
Yeah.
How do you know when? Like how much do you reinvest all of it back,
Mm.
or how do you know when you can start taking money out for yourself?
Well, for me personally, I reinvest everything. I don't keep a cent
Yeah.
because I'm always thinking there's like room to improve. Like I'm not at the point where I'm just gonna put some money. I mean, I can.
you know I was talking to the tax guy. Yeah, he's like I was like I don't pay myself anything. Yeah,
Yeah.
are you sole trader still?
Yeah.
Sole trader means whatever you make is like you're pretty much paying yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I didn't know that. I was like I don't pay myself. He's like, what do you mean? You're a sole trader. So all the money that's coming in, if you have money in your account, you're paying yourself.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But you're right. Like we put most of the money back into how much would you say you put back into the business?
Everything.
Everything, yeah.
I don't like.
Yeah.
Obviously, I pay for groceries and
Yeah.
whatever, like
Yeah.
food here and there. But I don't say. I'm not trying to save money.
Save money. Yeah.
I'm trying to like. I'm trying to grow this business
Yeah.
to the point where it's making like so much money where
Money,
I can eventually take money out. You know.
yeah.
But I'm not at that point where I can pay myself. But I
Yeah.
don't want it. You
Yeah.
know.
You just keep building the machine.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm the same, man. Like it's only been like close to 2 years, right? Last year in Feb, I was only doing $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
So to go from $1,000 to 82 grand, you can't just like you have to put money back into it.
Mm.
Every single dollar goes back into it. But you got to be like, when you're in business, I feel like you got to be really smart. Like you
Mm.
have to like figure out all your numbers or metrics, like where the business is working, where it's not working.
Yeah.
Once you figure that out, like you can put money into the stuff that's working.
Yeah.
Like that's how you like grow it, and you have to put it back.
You have to.
But the thing is, right, with ecom and how it like differs to like service based is like we grow the value of the business. So like we can exit at a bigger chunk compared to a service space,
Yeah.
but you get paid a lot more
Service.
month to month.
Yeah.
Like you'll have a lot more in your bank account today compared to ours, but if we were to sell our business,
Yeah.
we'll have a bigger
Yeah,
chunk.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's just it.
That
That's
makes
the
a lot of
difference.
sense.
And people can like pick what business model they want to do. If you want like more money per month, I reckon service based is the way to go.
Mm.
Agencies, coaching, anything service based, I
Yeah.
think is good.
Mentoring.
Mentoring. But if you want like a cool business,
Mm.
e-commerce is a cool business.
Mm.
But yeah, you won't get paid that much.
Yeah.
You just grow the value of the
And I
business.
feel like people when they ask us, "Oh, I want to start," they
Yeah.
think because we're making like 80K.
Yeah,
months,
exactly. Like,
they
they
say-
think we take home 80K and then we spend 80K.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
It doesn't work
Nah,
like
man.
that, man. Like it doesn't
and
work
I
like
feel like
that.
also people reason they don't succeed in e-commerce is because they're too scared to spend the amount of money that we spend
And
per month.
they can't like fathom the idea that like you
Yeah.
have to put money back into the
Yeah, yeah.
business.
And I feel
Like-
like that's a lot of, I don't know about you, but a lot of clothing brands that I know,
Yeah.
they don't restock items because they don't want to. I feel like they're
Dude,
too scared.
if you
to
drop like if your business is like up for like 2 weeks or like not even 2 weeks, let's say a month of the year, right?
Mm.
And you have like 1 or 2 drops a year, that's not a business, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
A business should be making
Yeah.
money like every month. Like
they're
our-
too focused on making that
one
set-out
drop.
launch.
Yeah, that's
Make,
it.
like 10, 15 grand, and then
That's
call
not
it a
really a
day, you know?
business.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that's actually a business.
That's like a garage sale.
Yeah, it's like a garage. Literally, it's
Bro,
like
pretty
a,
much,
it's
man.
like a
Yeah.
some
Once a
random
year, yeah.
sale. Like you should be making money every day if
Yeah.
you're in business.
Yeah.
At least couple of dollars every day
Mm.
to call it a business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't think people realize how much money you guys put into ads and stuff every
Oh,
day as
fucking
well.
heaps, yeah. It's
Right?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, this one's for you, Vish. What's the best way to scale your clothing brand or jewelry brand?
I think it's just obviously there's ads.
Yeah.
But you gotta have the
100%
content
ads.
to make the ads pop off. That's like the best. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Like the content obviously makes the ad. You can
No, I don't agree.
no,
No, you keep it going.
because I would say the reason why people buy from your ads is because the content looks nice.
Mm. For e-commerce, yeah.
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 Because if your content
Oh,
sucks,
depends. Like
Your content
yeah, your
is
content's
good.
good, right? Like your content's amazing. My content's okay, but I don't. My focus isn't on content. If that makes sense.
yeah.
Like I don't like.
But what if you just had a picture of, say,
Mm,
like a necklace,
yeah.
but it was just a phone footage, and you had the right ad? The ad was targeting everyone. Do you think it would sell?
100%.
You reckon?
Dude, I reckon 70% of the people that go from like ads, they don't look at your page. They don't go through your Instagram like, oh, it's nice looking.
Mm.
They don't. I can guarantee you that. People will click on if the ad is good and it's like resonating with what they want to see, they'll click on the ad. The next step,
That's what I meant though. Like the ad has to look good.
ad has to look good.
Yeah. As in the.
Do you mean like the feed or like Instagram feed?
No, I mean like the ad, the
Oh.
content in the ad. So when,
Oh,
they're,
yes,
when
yes.
they're scrolling and they see,
Yes.
oh, a necklace, the necklace
yes,
picture
okay,
has
yeah,
to look really nice.
I agree, okay.
And appealing.
The ad has to look good.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, content. I feel like that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What your feed looks like.
Correct.
That's
yeah.
just whatever.
No, I agree.
The ad, the content.
Add on the content, yes.
And that's the best way to scale. People
Yep.
don't. Again. People that ask me questions like how to grow my brand.
Yeah.
They have no idea how to run ads, or they don't know much about that.
They
just
don't
think-
run
They just
ads
think,
at
oh,
all.
boosting posts, yeah,
Yeah,
their followers
like-
get sales, but
People don't run ads at all, man. People are scared to put money into ads. I'm like, how are you supposed to reach
Yeah.
people that don't know your brand without running ads?
how funny when you tell people. I'm sure you say the same thing, but
Yeah.
like when they ask you how much money do you spend on ads a day,
That was actually a question. Yeah, someone was like, "What ad spend do you guys do to get the kind of traffic you do?"
yeah. So
Dude,
when someone, well,
Yeah.
what are you spending?
Today, probably like
K a day, 2K.
right now, maybe like 1.2, 1.3 a day.
That's crazy.
But
man.
I'm trying to scale to 2.5 a day.
2.5
This is just
grand
Australia,
a day.
right?
A
This is
day
not-
on ads
yeah.
That's not revenue. That's how much we're spending to get.
to get.
Bro, just for context, I'll be scrolling my phone and I'll see like videos of myself I forgot I recorded. Hey guys.
the ones with Tardy?
Oh, the one
Yeah.
with the ads,
Ta-
yeah.
he'll put Tatiana, but he'll get a absolutely butcher her name with like 3 A's and 2 N's. Like Tatiana here from Morales. This is what you should get your boyfriend. I'm like, when did I film this? I'm like, God, I'm just seeing all these
Mm. Yeah.
ads of me. I'm like, this is crazy.
Nah, if you want to
But-
grow any business, like you have to run ads.
You have to spend money
Yeah.
Spend money.
to make money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Basics.
I've
So-
got some good questions here that I want to answer.
Yeah.
But what you gonna say? You better say something.
What was the
No,
question?
so the question was, how do you make your brand stand out? And you said through making like quality
Quality
ads.
Quality
content,
content,
yeah.
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 There's a big difference, yeah.
For coaching, I think it's a bit different. I feel people gravitate more towards the
Knowledge?
coach, the person, knowledge,
Yeah.
and
I feel like I look at knowledge. Like if I look at a
oh,
coach,
huge, yeah.
I'm like, does this guy know what the hell he's talking about? Because there's,
I find it
dude,
different,
anyone can, like, honestly, anyone can go to the gym and get a good rig, right? Like
Yeah.
if you train really hard for like 2 years, you probably have a good rig.
Yeah.
But to be a good coach
Mm.
is different. You
You
gotta
gotta
be
be
able to like
an educator.
educator as well.
Yeah.
So like,
But I'd go for a coach that looks good more than with the knowledge they know.
Mm.
That's me. Because like if they look good, but
yeah, but if
That-
they don't, what if they don't know how to coach? Like
Oh.
it's like this, right? Like
if you're telling me just simple stuff, oh yeah, this is how I got jacked.
yeah,
I'd listen to that. Whereas if someone that wasn't jacked and they're saying, yeah, you gotta do this with this
Oh,
form,
yeah.
this like all they're
I'm saying you gotta have both.
100%. Yeah.
Like you can't be that clown where like you don't have a good physique, but you're trying to be like a coach.
and they know that
It's like you don't have a business, but I'll give you business advice.
like you
How the
need
fuck does
yeah,
that work?
true.
That
That's-
won't work.
I think it's definitely both, and it also depends on where the individual is. Like if if you have a bit of training maturity, then yeah, you're very smart and you're like conscious to who you should know you should be coached by. But if you're a beginner, like that's when like you'd be like, oh, this guy's a pretty good rig. He kind of knows more than me when I'm talking.
Yeah.
About. I'm just gonna sign up with him.
Like you have to have the physique to be a
Oh
coach.
yeah,
practice,
100%.
yeah.
You got to practice what you
Like,
preach for sure.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
mean.
From
And
day
then
one,
after
yeah.
that, just because you have a physique doesn't mean you can be a good coach.
Yeah.
But you have to have the physique first
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
a coach, in my opinion. It's like start the business, get some good results, and then if you want to be a mentor as well, be a good mentor
Yeah.
for that business. Just because you have a business doesn't mean you're going to be a good mentor.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah.
The only time I feel like you don't have to maybe have a good rig is like
Yeah.
when you have an older coach, like an older guy,
Oh, that's completely
right?
fair. Yeah.
Who's like
probably
had
been through it
years
already.
and
Less
years
tests,
and years
yeah.
of experience. Then I'm like, oh, this guy knows 110% what's talking about.
Bro,
I don't
like,
really give a shit about
Seabum's
his rig.
coach.
Yeah, Seabum. Even
his
Seabum's
name?
coach is pretty. Oh, I forgot his name. The ball guy.
Rotten.
Oh, I was literally trying to think of it, but I forgot his name.
Is he bald?
Or even the guy who does with Johnny Starr,
Scott Lang.
Scott
Langsman.
Langsman. Bro, he's like
He's
he seems
You
very
know who knows
knowledgeable.
his stuff.
Oh yeah, and he's
Yeah.
still jacked at like
Yeah.
I
He's
don't know how
jacked,
old he
yeah,
is.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So I'm like, this guy's like probably seems like one of the top coaches around here.
100%.
Um,
All right,
Yeah,
I've
you
got a
got a
good question.
Yeah.
If you had a phone and $500,
oh, that's a good one.
what would you make? Sorry, what would you do to make money?
That's pretty much my story.
Yeah.
I literally started off with $500 max. I bought
Yeah.
the heat press. I bought the inkjet printer
Yeah.
and
How
some
much was
paper.
that?
The heat press was $250. The printer was like $150, and I just bought the supplies to make the teas. Teas were like $2 from BW.
Yeah.
I'd heat press it on the tea. And I'd make $20, and then I'd use that. I wouldn't spend any ads. I'd do all organic. I'd just be like to my story. I'd be like, all right, guys, if you want to buy a tea with a logo on it, hit me up. And then from there, I just that money I used to start the $500 is what I built today. No handouts,
Yeah.
no investments. That's
For
literally-
me,
Yeah.
if you're serious about business and you only have $500, I'd get a job, and I'll make some money first, bro. If you have $500, you can't like
I think I was an exception though.
exception and like
You can't do it.
I feel like it's a
jewelry
lot
brand or-
harder to like, dude. $500. What are you gonna do with $500?
Groceries, mate.
Groceries, right? So get a job first, collect like at least
True.
like 2-3 grand,
Yeah.
and then you have like a decent amount of cash to like actually. This is like how serious you are. If you want to start like a serious business,
Yeah.
I think this is one of the questions as well. So 2-3 grand to actually start like an e-commerce store. like get the stock in.
Yeah.
Like even if you don't have if you don't bulk order everything, at least get a little bit in, and you have enough money for content, like really good content, and some ad spend, and like if you anything else like a website or something, right? That would end up costing you like 2 grand. I reckon.
Yeah.
That way you're already ahead of like maybe 90% of the people that have like
Website. You don't,
everyone's
you
got
don't need to spend
500.
that much on a website though.
Yeah, you don't. But like if you want like if you want like a premium theme or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Like it'll
I just use the templates that they give you.
Dawn-
Bro, I didn't spend anything. I just paid the subscription for
at the
Shopify.
start, yeah.
So would you use the $500 just for ads then?
Not ads. Obviously the item.
Oh yeah.
I would even like if I have only $500, I would just get a job first.
Yeah.
Like I would
'Cause the
genuinely
thing
just
is,
get a
like-
So
job.
you couldn't get a job.
How could you not get a job? Just go Coles.
I
Or
mean,
like
there's so many people
Woolies.
that can't get a job, bro. I mean,
Really? No.
Yeah, it's
I feel like there's jobs in Australia.
But the thing is, with the $500, bro, like I did one small drop with SOTB, this clothing brand that I
Yeah.
wanted to start, bro. The most expensive thing is samples. Like I
Samples
bought 2
expensive,
T-shirts.
bro.
That was like $250
Yeah.
each.
Yeah,
The hoodie
it's
was like
expensive.
$400.
$500, you're not
Yeah.
doing a whole lot.
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty hard
It's hard.
unless you like literally start from ground up, like what I did, ground
Yeah.
up.
But it
If
will
you want to
take
start,
you like
if you want to start premium, yeah, $500 you can't really do much.
Yeah.
and that $500 compared to 2-3 grand. So if the $500, like let's say you make 2 grand, right? You go to a job, you save up for like a month, 2 months, right? And you start a business with that 2 grand compared to $500, you probably save like 3 years of your business, in my opinion, or 2 years.
Yeah.
Let's say you have $500 and you're trying to start a business. It will take you 2 years longer than just starting with 2 grand and then putting all that money into the business and then getting the business
Yeah.
up right from the start.
So that was me. Like
Yeah.
I kind of wasted that 1 year,
a
to
couple
2
of years, yeah.
because I started with
Yeah.
like nothing.
Whereas me, this was one of the questions about how much we spent at the start of the business. I spent about 4 grand on stock. And then the rest I put like into a camera. I think it was like 1.4 grand. So all up maybe like 6 grand. That's how much I put out of my pocket. Was that the best way to start it? Probably not, because you didn't have to buy all the stock in, but it really helped me because like when I had a bunch of stock at home, I knew I had to somehow sell this shit.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's gonna go to waste. So I've literally forced myself to like sell what I had. I'd marketed the best way I could, and yeah, that's how I started the business. Like that, I had a bit of money because I was working in Eng.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to start with less than $500. Yeah.
That's what you see, like a lot of these top mentors and everyone say. I watch a lot of Brandon Carter. He's like, get a job first, get some kind of money that you can just invest in, some kind of disposable income.
Quit your job straight
and
away.
don't quit your job straight away
Like-
for sure. Until
it's
you know
stupid.
110% that the business is running.
Until the business is actually making, like yours was a bit different, but like if you're having like an e-commerce store, just wait until your business actually makes, or like half of what you're making in the job, like your business. That makes sense. So if you're making $5,000 at your job, make at least like 2.5 in a business to quit the job first. I didn't quit until I was hitting like 35 grand a month. I was still working in Eng. So I was like,
I remember that.
I
I feel like for coaching it's a bit different. If I just had a phone and $500,
think coaching is doable with $500.
yeah, all you need first is like, you got to be
Time.
obviously humble first. You just
Yeah.
got to coach some like maybe people from your
Yeah, and
close
then get some
network.
Yeah,
Because the trust is already there, especially with their close family and friends. Get those guys on board as clients, charge them the bare minimum or
Yeah.
even free.
Yeah.
Build up the testimonials.
yeah.
It'll just take time. That's what it will
Yeah,
take. And then after
exactly.
that, you can just pump that money into websites, ads, whatever, and then just scale it from there.
Yeah.
And then increase, obviously, the price. Sweet. That was a good question. Did we ask this one? Which moment, milestone did you realize that your hard work turned into success?
No, we haven't asked them.
No.
I'll say that one. All right. Next one is, this is a pretty good one. Which moment / milestone did you realize that your hard work turned into success?
I think I was telling you this the other day. When we did our first shoot, or not first shoot, it was one of our shoots for a pair of shorts. And literally while we were shooting, we were saying, oh, like, damn, I've never seen someone wear my clothes before.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? I don't remember that.
Was this St.
St.
Kilda?
Kilda, yeah.
Yeah.
And then literally after we finished the shoot, we went to get a feed down like St. Kilda
at the
Beach.
pier, yeah.
And when I'm out, I like to look at people's clothes and to see if I can eventually spot someone.
Yeah.
And literally, I think it was you that spotted it. You're like, bro, he's
The
wearing
Flexin'
the
tee.
Flexin tee. This is the Flexin tee, but he was wearing the black version of
Black,
this.
yeah.
And I remember Anil was like, because I'm again at that point I was shy. I didn't want to. I'm too scared to go after someone.
Spoke into existence, man. It was
Yeah.
nuts.
That's crazy.
And Anil was just like, oh yeah, come here. And he was all happy. He's pointing at. He's like, it's outside. He was looking at his neck. And he's like, oh, what's up? And then he's like,
This
this
is
is the owner right here. And I was a bit shy as well. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, what's up? Thanks for supporting.
Yeah.
And then we got a photo together.
Yeah.
I'll chuck it up if I got it. But yeah, that was probably my.
Well, what's crazy is back in the day, because people don't realize, like, when we started, we used to go to Waverley Park, like the
our
house
shoots
over there,
there.
to do
Did a
all
couple
of
of
our
shoots there as
shoots
well.
there. Man, it used to always end up being the coldest days.
bro.
And
Or
I remember,
raining.
bro, when we wore this we call this Arctic white because
Arctic
I was
white.
like, it was
Bro,
so
it's
cold that
freezing
day,
that
right?
day,
And I was
yeah,
like, Vish, call it Arctic white.
And
He's
that
like,
shoot, there was like raindrops and stuff.
turned out sick,
it was
right?
sick.
It was started drizzling mid shoot, and I'm just in a t-shirt and like I don't know.
We did a
what
bit
I
of
was
slow mo.
wearing,
You can see like the raindrops just like while he's walking.
ended up being the perfect shoot, man. And it was like I'd always be freezing up and like shivering or whatever after.
It was always in
Visual-
winter, yeah?
Literally, all my content was filmed with you. Either you doing the talking videos or you just doing the shoots.
Yeah.
And it was at that spot where in front of those garage doors, the white
yeah,
garage doors or black garage doors. It just looked really nice on camera.
Proper
that was, like-
humble beginnings,
Yeah,
man.
bro.
People don't realize like it was so fun though. It was just like
All from
two
the phone.
mates,
Yeah.
all from
All
the
you
phone
need
as well.
is this,
All you need
man.
is a phone, yeah.
Straight up.
You
This
can
is
build
the
a-
biggest money making
Oh,
machine.
100%.
That's it.
Spend money on
Outrage.
this, man. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't want to
Yeah,
get a good
invest
phone.
in a phone.
Bro, get a phone.
Yeah.
Spend all your money on a phone. Like to this day, right? Like we've done $1,000 shoots.
Yeah.
Those videos won't convert on ads. Like people be like, oh, his ads are basic, but those are the ads that are actually working from a phone.
Yeah.
Like they work. So I'm like, if you have a phone, you're pretty much
You can run your whole
halfway there,
business
mate.
on your
Yeah.
phone. It's crazy.
With those $500, buy a phone.
iPhone. Yeah, straight up.
Literally, start messaging
Yeah.
people, whatever.
Yeah.
This is the biggest money making machine. Yeah,
Because
it's just
Instagram,
literally
your
phone.
TikTok,
Everything is
your
on the
ad,
phone.
you can do your ads on this. You can do like
Yeah.
anything on your phone.
Anything
It's
you can
crazy.
do on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those days, man, those were the best. Like, because I only realized till recently as well, because I've got to obviously make a lot of content for my business. But when I started learning how to talk to the camera from the Southside shoots,
Yeah.
it's carried over to this, and now I'm
Yeah.
like, now I see a cameraman, I don't give a crap what anyone
Yeah.
thinks or whatever says. I'm just gonna say whatever I need to,
Yeah.
and just get it out there. right? And you realize that with TikTok now as well. Like, man, seeing how confident you become now and with like, and you just don't care what anyone thinks. I'm just like, damn, this guy's like, I thought I'd never see the day.
Neither did I, man.
Neither with like, same with Randy. I was like, I thought I'll never see that, but I know it's definitely going to be coming after this.
Yeah.
He's just like, he's in that mindset now where you just don't care what people think.
And I want to
just
show
say it.
people like you don't have to put your face out to start a brand. Like I know like a lot of people, like me included, it's really hard to jump in front of a camera and like make content or be like face of the brand. I think people like mistake that, like they think like we have to be like Vish to like get a brand up. But you don't have to, like, if you want to make money, like you don't have to put your face out, but it does help a lot.
For
I know,
e-commerce,
like,
definitely. For coaching, you 100% need.
Coaching definitely, right?
Put your face out, yeah.
100%. But for like a e-commerce brand, like you don't have to put your face out, but if you put your face out, it makes the brand look a lot better.
Yeah.
Like having like a founder story and whatnot, but you don't have to have your face at the front. That's why I like e-commerce as well. Like you don't like you can if you're a shy person, you can still get into the business, and with a little bit of work, you can get it up.
That's why I got him to do my talking videos when I started.
Yeah,
I wasn't, and everyone thought that you were the owner.
Oh yeah, bro. Everyone's just coming to
exactly.
me like, "Oh, you Southside?" I'm like, "Nah, man. That's my mate's brand.
You just do the talking.
I'm just modeling for him."
Crazy.
Man, for the longest time as well. They're like, "Oh, Neil from Southside." I'm
That's
like, "Nah,
yeah,
it's
because you
Fish."
put every ad that it would just be you in this tee or the black one.
Bro, that flexing tee did bits, huh?
Yeah,
It wasn't the best.
It's like a
seller for
winner,
while.
yeah.
yeah, that's my best.
Yeah.
Like it's been last 3 years. Usually a product like that lasts like a year bestseller, and then slowly dies down. Man, right now it's still my top seller.
Top
It's
seller,
crazy, man.
Timeless, bro.
I've sold thousands of that tee.
How
That's
many
crazy.
thousands?
This is
40, 50K?
Bro, more. I reckon I've
More.
done 100K in that tee. Probably more.
God
Yeah.
damn.
That's a genuine like a winning product.
Yeah.
You can see why, bro. It's so nice.
It's a clean top. The reason I like people are gonna be asked like, oh, why I'm not wearing Southside, right? I just don't wear like oversized
Yeah.
t-shirts. Like I only wear
You fit the fitted, yeah.
fitted. Like
Yeah.
like nothing. I always supported the guy. Like always supported the brand. I just look bad in it.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen me?
It's
in
not
it?
bad. It's just like I think
I just
everyone's so
don't-
used to you wearing tight.
I'm so used to like it's like you wearing something, right? Like
I can't wear tight stuff. I
That's
feel
the thing,
I feel
like-
uncomfortable when I wear
Nah, you look good in bloody tight Under Armour stuff.
that. Yeah, but like
You look like Michael B. Jordan.
yeah,
yeah, but I feel uncomfortable wearing it. I just feel like
Yeah,
when I wear this, I
Yeah.
feel comfortable, man.
100%.
yeah.
It
Like
is
I'm
mad
not
comfy.
used to wearing the oversized fit. I'm like never like even like Uniqlo stuff. Like I can't wear the oversized stuff. It just I feel skinny in it. I don't know why, but like mentally, I feel like skinny in it. When it's like touching me, I feel like I
Got a
don't know.
sleeper build.
Yeah, like I don't know.
I'm the opposite, but I feel jacked when I wear this.
Really,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like a mental thing.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah.
yeah.
it
They
must
got
be.
shoulder pads inbuilt. That's how I feel. Fucking bad. Nah, perfect.
Any other questions? There's yeah.
Do you want to take some e-commerce questions?
Yeah.
Go.
Thoughts on buying inventory from the get-go for ecom?
I think you should, but not. So I get a lot of people message me
Mm.
saying I have different collections.
Yeah.
I reckon just invest in one collection,
Yeah.
as in one. So people are saying, "Oh, I want to do pants, tees, shorts,
Mm.
and buy 60 pieces each."
Yeah.
That's a lot of stock.
Yeah.
I would say just buy one, so like a tee.
Yeah.
Or say you're doing tee, it's like a clothing brand. Buy one of that product and buy the minimum order quantity.
Yep.
Hype that, pump that,
Yep.
and if it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, then work on another product. But I
Yep.
wouldn't say not waste, but
Yep.
spend so much of your money on a whole different bunch of collections because that's
Mm.
it's a waste. I feel like it's a waste of money
Correct,
because
yeah.
you don't know which one will do the best.
Mm.
Whereas if you can do one, you're saving money at the same
Yeah.
time. But yeah,
I would go very similar way as well.
Yeah.
Like I completely agree. But instead of even getting the MOQ, I would even look into getting the sample done.
yeah,
But to test it, like the best way to like test the product, this is actually some like this is how you actually test the product. If you want to test the product, run ads.
Yeah.
Because some people might like your brand for what the brand is, but if you can't market the product to the mass, you don't know if it's a winning product. The only way a winning product is a winning product is if the general public buys it just from looking at an ad.
yeah,
Just because you have a big cult of people just buy what you drop, that's not really a winning product. Because
Gotcha.
let's say you drop like a
because you don't know if the product's good.
exactly they just buy for the brand
Yeah,
or
yeah.
you, right? So it's really hard to bring more people into the brand unless you have a genuine winning product.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So what I would do is if you're starting off, get whatever you're trying to do, like clothing or like jewelry or like any access, like whatever you
Yeah.
get few pieces, 1 or 2 pieces, make good content, run ads, see if you can get at least a couple sales in, and then you can decide if you want to go bigger and like get a
Yeah.
bigger order. But you should always test the product out.
Yeah.
Because I've made the mistake. Like
Yeah.
you know the Aura business that I was starting?
Yeah.
That did shit. Like
Yeah.
genuinely shit. Like organically we got sales, right?
Yeah.
I ran ads.
Just to explain, her aura was like the period
It was
pain
a period
device.
pain device
Yeah.
for like girls, right?
Yeah.
Organically we sold out. Like we
Really?
sold out. Like
Yeah.
we had like fuck
Was
40
like friends buying or like just random?
random people buying, but like it was organic, like
Word of mouth
like
type of
word of
thing,
mouth
yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Mm.
We had like 40 units. We sold all 40. But the moment I decided it was wasn't going to be a winning product is when I started running ads. The cost per click was like $4, $5
That's crazy.
per click.
Yeah.
And the product is $120, right? So not everyone was buying it, and it wasn't converting at all on the ad account.
You know why?
It just wasn't converting.
What's
People-
a good cost per click?
It depends on the product, right? Like if
Yeah.
it's like
And
a
your
really
margins and stuff.
yeah. So if it's like a t-shirt,
Yeah.
you'd want like a couple of dollars, I think. Cost per
That's
click.
pretty good. I'd say
Yeah.
under 10.
Under 10 is good. Cost
So-
per click. There's different like there's cost per click, cost per
Cost
conversion.
per click or cost per like conversion?
I'm talking about cost per click.
Oh, I don't know.
But
about
cost per conversion
that. I'd say under $15.
under $15, depending on the price of the product, right? So if it's like a $150 product and you
Yeah.
have enough margin, it's gonna get like two.
It just depends
Like
if your
depends
margin-
on the product.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and your
just-
margins.
There's no specific number, right? $70 t-shirt, and if it costs you 20, like whatever it costs you, let's say it costs you $30, right?
Mm.
And so $70 t-shirt and costs you $30, you have $40 profit there. But then you got to consider ad spend.
Yeah.
So what if it's $15, you're only left with whatever the remainder, right?
Yeah.
But if it's costing you $40 to get that
You got nothing.
purchase, you lose money
Yeah.
because it costs you 30 and then it's costing you $40 to get that sale. So total is making you it's costing you $70 to get that one sale.
Yeah.
So did you lose money on her aura, or
I couldn't even
Break
get a single
even.
conversion from the ad account. So I was losing money, yeah.
but you sold out like all of the stock,
Organically,
but then
yes.
ads you just couldn't convert any.
On ads, yeah. So I couldn't scale the business.
Are you trying to revive it or not?
No. Like I could have gone a different way.
Mhm.
Like I was talking to Honcho, I was like maybe like I can turn this into like a lifestyle business where like female
Yeah.
like clothing, like lifestyle, like pajamas or something. But I was just like, is it really worth putting more money into the business and then just like instead of just me focusing on Royales for now and
Yeah.
then scaling this?
You always want to focus on one business
What's working? Yeah.
and then push it up to the top and then expand and invest in other
Mm.
things, right? Next question is, this is a good one. At what moment did you realize you didn't need a 9 to 5 ever again?
I reckon it was like I'm sure. For me, it was like the $85,000 a month. That
Mm.
was like, damn.
Yeah.
If I can do this, and I was.
Was that when we were in Bali?
No, I was in
no, but
Vietnam.
you weren't working though.
I wasn't working then, but it
I
was
think
just.
the question is like when was the time you like?
But I never worked 9 to 5, so I don't.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just in that moment, I knew that I'm not going to
You're
look at
never
9 to
going
5
back to
again.
Woolies,
Like
yeah.
that was before that. I was
There's
in my
always the
mind. I
doubt.
was like, oh, should I work?
Yeah.
Should I
oh, really? Yeah.
not work? As in like a part time job to get some extra cash.
Yeah.
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 So I can keep funding the business.
Yeah.
But that month, I just knew.
Yeah.
If that's someone's salary
That's
in a month.
1 month. Yeah.
Oh, again, it's not profit,
Yeah.
but to be able to make money.
But like it's still money coming into your bank account.
and
like,
what made it even crazier was I wasn't even at home. I was on holiday.
yeah.
Like that just
It
just
just
shows how
shows, yeah.
easy it is to make money. But
Yeah. If you know how to do it.
if you know how to do
You know
it,
how
yeah.
to- yeah.
And that was just the moment where
Yeah.
I just knew I'm not going to look at 9 to 5
Yeah.
ever again. Just from how easy. I mean, it's obviously hard the
Yeah.
process to get there.
Process is hard. Yeah.
But again, I wasn't even home. I didn't even like to make that money. I wasn't even home to do it.
Yeah,
I was just on holiday, chilling. It was just money coming in.
Yeah.
Dad and the brother packing the dollars and getting it wrong.
While they're slaving away, I'm chilling. But that was my moment. Yeah.
What was yours, Randy?
Honestly, like, dude, like I was working
Mm.
until like July this year. I was working like went from full time
Oh,
and then
yeah.
like, part time, and then it was actually so
Only
difficult.
July, huh?
Yeah, it was been like a couple
Very
of months.
recent. Yeah.
Dude, it is so difficult to leave a job that like because I got into like a different engineering role like halfway through the construction role. This job was like a lot more easier. Like I was getting money just like doing barely anything, right? I was on like 110 grand like a year, which is a good salary, like 9 to 5,
Yeah,
right?
100%.
And I was talking to you boys. I was like, boys, like this is like like I can
Comfy.
make decent amount and I
Yeah.
can do both at the same time.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? I think it was you like
I kept
just
telling you-
fucking leave, man.
I kept
Just
saying,
leave,
yeah,
just leave,
yeah.
just leave. You'll do better. But it was so hard to make that call. I'm
jump,
like, I'm
yeah.
quitting
Yeah.
because like it's money coming in. It's like spending money or whatever.
Yeah.
But then you know what happened?
It's not money like you have to reinvest. You actually get to keep that.
Yeah, you get to keep the money, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, man, like what if like this? Like I'm like cutting.
Regardless
like-
of the work you do,
Yeah.
it'll just be paid into you.
yeah, I'm getting paid to do this shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right. But you know what? What actually happened? I'm not even joking. Like I can show you like numbers.
Yeah.
The day I quit was July. The month before that, I was doing like 30K a month, right?
Yeah.
I quit in July. I literally double my sales that in 1 month.
Yeah, it's nice.
Straight after
Yeah.
quitting. Like there was no sale period. It was just
Yeah, yeah.
it was July, right? It was
Mhm.
straight after like June as
Black
well.
Friday, yeah.
So not Black Friday.
Oh, sorry, in
in the financial year.
yeah.
So I literally doubled my sales within that month of quitting.
Of quitting, yeah.
So literally, like, I was just working, like, I doubled the work that I was doing.
Yeah.
And then, because all the
It's like we
pressure
said,
got to
it's
me.
Shut
a
off,
do
yeah.
or die. Like,
Yeah, do or die.
no backup. I mean,
Yeah.
you can obviously find a job again, but
Yeah.
knowing that you quit, yeah, you just
We
knew
love that pressure, mate. We love
Yeah.
it.
I look back now, I'm like,
Yeah.
man, like, that's crazy. Like, doubling, like, sales in 1 month is, like, unheard of, right? It's really hard to do.
Because you always have to prove, especially to our parents, like ethnic parents, like
Yeah.
this works. Trust me,
works,
this
yeah,
works.
trust
Because
us,
they
yeah,
don't,
trust
they're
us.
not wired that way. They're like, you need to stay like in the usual 9 to 5. You need to
Yeah.
get a job. Be
They're
comfortable.
wired the old way, though.
the traditional way. Yeah.
Traditional way. They still work 9 to 5s, like,
Mm.
like, it's hard. Like, it's probably a bit different to you, but, like, I know, like, our parents,
Yeah.
like, they're still wired that way. Like, they don't know what's outside of
Mm.
the 9 to 5. They're like,
But you still, yeah. But we still obviously have to respect, right? There's still
oh, I
graduation.
don't disrespect, right? I
100%.
still, I'm very respectful. Like,
Yeah.
whoever does the 9 to 5, good for you. Like, it's
Yeah.
fucking hard. Like, it's really hard work.
Next one is pretty good. How do you deal with the haters? Do you guys have any haters?
I mean, I have
Impersonators.
in-person haters.
You have impersonators. There, people
Oh,
like want to copy.
impersonators.
Yeah, impersonators.
Oh yeah. I mean, people are copying me and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't.
That's
honestly,
not really hate.
it's not- I think it's like more inspo.
That's
Because
more inspo.
I've done the same. Like
yeah.
you look at other brands, like bigger brands, and you try to get inspo from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But haters, I don't know. I have haters, but it doesn't really bother me.
Mm.
I'm not trying to be like, oh yeah, it motivates me. Like it obviously it does, but and you want to prove yourself
Yeah.
so you can shut them up.
yeah.
Mm.
But it doesn't phase me. It used to,
Yeah.
because I had a really close mate.
Yeah.
I told you I'm not gonna say a name, but
Yeah.
like we would be close, and then I found that he was talking smack about my brand, saying
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all this stuff.
Yeah.
And that just kind of put me off. I still remember some of the stuff
Yeah.
he said, and that's kind of stuck with me. But yeah. But besides that, man, I don't really have.
Yeah, you'll never see anyone better than you
Yeah.
talking shit to you.
But it's just sad though, like
Mm.
Yeah. Like,
putting someone down.
I think
for
I've got a
trying.
lot of haters.
Yeah.
Like, especially when I started the brand.
Mm.
Like, making fun of the name and stuff. Like,
Mm.
but, like, you can't really do anything. Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, I'm not going to go out of my way to, like, full on start fights with you. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they do motivate me, right? Like, I look at them, like, if I'm doing shit, they're winning. Right? If they're,
Yeah.
they're right. So I always like trying to like prove them wrong. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
like if I do this, then like, dude, I've seen screenshots. Like, there's guys that are talking like, oh yeah, he's scamming people and like he's just drop shipping. I'm like, man, like this is what every brand does.
Yeah.
Your biggest brand that you like look up to is doing
Literally
exactly
do the
what
same
I
thing,
do
Yeah.
at a bigger scale, right? So like, I'm not scamming
Maybe
anyone.
the bigger brands are doing worse, as in they get their products for like
A lot
$1,
cheaper.
$2,
Yeah.
and they're selling to us for like
Yeah, like
$150
LV and stuff. They pay like $50. They charge you like $4,000 for it.
and they don't say
That's
anything.
not a
man.
scam.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, so like I've seen screenshots like, oh,
Mm.
like he's scamming people. I'm like, bro, that it's business, man. Like, it's like that's how business works.
Business is business, babe.
Yeah,
It's true though, man. It's, like
it's
business-
true. Like,
Yeah.
if I get a product for $20 and I sell it to you for $100, doesn't mean I'm scamming you.
It's because your
Like,
marketing is very good. And,
marketing's
yeah.
good, and like,
And you gotta grow the business.
you gotta
on it.
grow the
can't grow the
business.
business by selling for $20 and making $0. Like
yeah,
breaking
that's
even.
not a business.
Facts,
Then. Like,
yeah.
what the hell is the
That's
point of
just
that?
like
You
a
just go to the
charity, bro.
supplier and get it
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah.
Like, that's not how it works. But
Yeah.
haters, like, they're always going to be there.
Yeah.
Use them as motivation and like just get the job done and just prove them wrong. That's it.
Yeah. And your impersonators are like, what do they say? People who try to impersonate you, that's the highest form of like flattery,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, 100%.
So you take it the right way. Oh yeah, I didn't answer the question before. What moment did you realize you don't need a 9 to 5 ever again? I think for me it was this year, probably in like, I think when was it? It wasn't too long ago, but I think it was when I quit the Eng job.
Yeah.
And then I had my first your first 10K month.
Yeah.
Coaching, and I was like,
I
holy
think your
shit.
life genuinely changes at 10K a month. Like,
It
like
changed.
I'm,
It goes-
I'm not saying like changes like you can do everything you want in life, right?
Yeah. But you're like,
But
oh, this is just
Such
the
a
beginning.
milestone, bro.
It's the biggest milestone you'll hit,
yeah.
in my opinion. Like, it doesn't matter if you 100 or like $1 million a month, right?
Yeah.
That first 10K month is like damn, like this is
This
it.
is
Like,
possible.
This
right?
is possible, and like I've
Yeah.
got like decent amount of money to do something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I realized. Like it was during a hard time as well. I think it was either, I think it was just before prep or something.
Yeah.
Prep was another one that really changed it because I was like, damn, if business was going well, then I did prep, got a pretty good result, got a pro card and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, if I really apply myself 110% to everything, anything is fucking possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was probably it. Probably earlier this year, and I was like, damn, don't think I'll ever want to be going back to ninja, no matter what it is.
Would you
But,
compete again?
I think I will compete again
Yeah.
because the next time I'll be competing will be with like the pros, right? In like NBA, which is like a
International, yeah?
national. Yeah, yeah.
That's
So I think
crazy.
they have like shows in like Bali.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I was looking at one in like South Africa, which is pretty
That's
mad.
crazy.
Yeah.
So
Boys trip to
We'll
South
come, man,
Africa.
that'd be
All the
mad.
missiles gonna be pissed off.
Then we're going to Africa, mate, as well. We'll be next door. But nah, yeah. So the next step for me, I feel like would be all right. Yeah, competed, got the pro card, got a pretty good result there.
Yeah.
You want to then go into a nice sustained growth phase, right? Because you see with a lot of other people, especially like your younger competitors and stuff like that, they compete season A, season B, season C. Physique just never changes. If anything, it gets
Yeah.
worse because you're in such a depleted state for so long,
Yeah.
right? So I competed, went hard. I did a whole bunch of shows. You guys saw how many shows. Like first time competing, I was like, I'm just gonna put everything into it. It was like the biggest. Like first, it was for the business because I was
Yeah.
like, all right, how do I?
I think it was probably one of the smartest decisions you made
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
for the business.
Because I was like, look, I've had this good rig for a while now.
Yeah.
I need to
it off.
show something for it, like kind of like to prove to myself that
Exactly.
I was able to do this. So competed, like won a couple of medals and everything. I put myself into everything, bro. I went into fitness.
nice.
I wanted to see where my niche was, like fitness. My coach said from the start, the person doesn't choose the division, the physique chooses the division. And he was all like, he's like, you're more of a physique. I'm like, nah, I want to do classic, I want to do this. So I just did everything except for bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is like when you're like the biggest, just a mass monster.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I felt like I wasn't developed for that. So I did physique, classic, fitness. Fitness was funny as because he got there and he's like, you're too big, just don't pose. So
Oh, really?
I was just standing there like this. And then I kept coming second and third because there's too much development.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Physique was good just because of like the structure
Yeah.
and the shape and everything was there. That's where I got like the pro card in.
Yeah.
And then classic, I didn't have enough time to learn
Yeah.
posing. People don't realize how important presentation is. Like you can have a good rig,
Yeah.
but you can just place last because you just don't know how
Last,
to
yeah,
present.
100%.
So naturally now, at least 12 months to a year and a half, I want to do a proper growth phase, like
Yep.
a good bulk. I'm already like what, 12, 13 kilos up since stage weight, which is crazy.
That's nuts.
That's a lot.
Crazy. Feeling healthy though, which is good.
Yeah.
And then, if not mid next year, probably around mid next year, I want to try doing a pro show and see how that goes.
Yeah.
Right, because you always want to strive for better.
100%, man.
and
Yeah.
push towards it. It gives you a lot of it gives you a lot of purpose. You're training a lot of purpose because otherwise you see a lot of guys training in the gym. They're just kind of there for a yapper socially.
Yeah.
But when you're on prep and you're locked in,
Mm.
man, you just want to.
different, yeah.
It's a totally different beast, totally different animal. It's sick.
I've got a question for you. Can answer this as well if you want. Yeah.
Mm.
So for e-commerce, right? Is the e-commerce too saturated to get into? And you can answer if is coaching too saturated to get into. But do you reckon is e-commerce too saturated to get into?
E-commerce in general, just like the niches that we're doing.
I think the question was just e-commerce in general. But a better question would have been niche would have been like
Yeah.
is
I mean, e-commerce
the
in general,
market too saturated?
I
to
think
get
I
into?
don't think e-commerce in general is too saturated
No.
because you can do anything with e-commerce. But if you're talking about clothing brands,
Yeah.
for me, I don't think it's too saturated.
Yeah.
I just think you just have obviously it is saturated, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's how you present your brand
Yeah.
is what makes you different.
Mm.
Yeah.
You can't be just trying to stick a logo. Obviously, I do that, but like you can't just stick a logo,
Mm.
which is like a simple logo, and just try to sell it
Yeah.
because no one. You need a bit of like you need a resume to
Yeah.
promote your brand. You can't. What makes you different
Mm.
to a brand in Chatson or
Yeah.
a brand somewhere else? You need to. I just think you need to present your brand in a way where
Mm.
it's like what's that? Perceived value.
Yeah.
You need to have that
You gotta
perception.
build that up.
Yeah, you got to build
Takes
it
a while
up.
to build.
Yeah, so that's when people start their brands. They wait like 2 months, 3 months, and they see
Yeah.
no result, and they give up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it took like a year and a half
Yeah.
for my clothing brand to actually
Yeah.
get like sales, proper sales.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized, yeah, like I keep doing it. You just can't give up in those low moments, and that's
Yeah.
what I didn't do. I didn't give
Yeah.
up.
How do you think you increased your perceived value?
For me, it was the content.
Yeah.
Once I changed from phone to like
Yeah.
proper
Camera.
shoots,
Yeah.
and like actually investing in like well-known models like that in that industry, it gives you that idea like, oh, that model is a bit south, so maybe it's a bigger brand.
Once I
Maybe like
started seeing the G wagons and stuff in the
Like, even
garage,
the- even
it's
the
like,
cars
that's when I
and
was like,
stuff.
oh, this
The
guy's
Lambos
taking
and
off.
again, like anyone can do that, but
Yeah.
it's how you present your brand, and that's why I think
100%.
content's a massive thing.
Yeah,
You got to
content is big.
focus.
Content's king, yeah.
A lot of clothing brand owners they focus on their product, but
Yeah.
I think you got to focus on your content as
Yeah.
well.
I agree. So, how I look at it is like, is the market saturated? Yes, right. Product can be saturated, but like if there's a winning product, you should be able to find a way to like win the market, right? So it's winning marketing, not winning product, because everyone's struggling. Like, oh, what's the next product? Give me a good product to sell? I'm like, bro, that's not a thing.
Yeah,
Like I'm selling one, like I don't want to drop the best sellers, but like it's one chain that I sell. I've been selling for 2 years. All I do is change the marketing angle every time,
yeah,
and I sell more of the same product.
yeah.
So it's not winning product; it's winning markets and
Markets, yeah.
like marketing as well.
Marketing,
So
yeah.
different markets and different audiences, and how you market it to those audiences.
100%.
So like your T-shirt, for example, that T-shirt, right? Winning product, right?
Yeah,
It's a lot easier for you to be like, I'll get different marketing angles for the same product than do the same, like bring a new T-shirt in and then think, oh, this might sell as well. Because you know it's already going to like sell well.
yeah,
So market it in a different way. Try and win different markets of like on like ad platforms
yeah.
instead of bringing new products in.
Yeah.
Because it's not actually a thing winning products.
I know exactly because
Especially like T-shirts, any like accessories.
yeah.
Like there's no actual thing. Like it's not it can't be like it's not a winning product.
So I have a few mates that have clothing brands,
Yeah.
and their products are so like I'll be honest, my
Yeah.
brand, my clothes are very simple, right?
Yeah.
Their clothes, they put so much detail
Detail
they
into it, yeah.
They have like all these like patch logos, different like they design it like
Yeah.
crazy.
But you know how they can win it though?
Huh?
If they market it well, then they
yeah.
can actually
But they don't
like
they,
compete.
they don't focus on marketing. They don't know how to
That's the
market it,
problem.
and that's the reason why I feel like they aren't succeeding at the
Yeah.
level that we are.
Yeah.
Because like I'll be honest, my stuff is pretty simple again.
Yeah.
But
Like you know how to market it.
I know how
well.
to market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where business comes in. You need to
Yeah.
know business.
I saw this I think
Yeah.
you know Patrick with David?
Yeah.
So
the goat.
he like it was like a stat or like he said something. He was like he compared like sales and marketing. So if sales is like $1 million business,
Yeah.
marketing would be like $100 million
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
That's the ratio from like it's like you trying to convince someone to buy your t-shirt, but if you find a way to market it really well,
Yeah.
it's like
Sold
100x.
out.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
That's why the way how you got like all these different models, like light skins,
Yeah.
like everyone in there. It's like such
But
a good
this
mix,
also applies to you as
females
well.
and males.
Like how you market your coaching business.
So
Like,
also,
would you say coaching is saturated?
I'd say, oh, bro, 100%. If coaching is saturated, but that's a good thing because it means it's working,
It's working, yeah.
right? But the way to stand out is like it's good that it's saturated because then you can quickly filter out who's a good coach and who's not just by
Yeah.
the relationship, and kind of you can just tell from the content that they put out, like
Content,
if
yeah.
they're quite
So
knowledgeable.
how you market yourself, pretty much.
Exactly how you market
Yeah.
yourself. You got to like
Because
just
the
be,
product is the same, the app's all the same, similar, right?
it's slightly different.
Slightly
like,
different.
But at the end of the day, it's like
Trainerize it,
it's- No, some coaches use just Excel.
Okay, yeah.
I use Trainerize, so you
Yeah.
personalize your app to
Yeah, yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But then like it depends on like your meal plan. But as long as the service is there, like I've got some guys who've been on for like 40, 50 plus weeks because
Yeah.
they love the service. The retention's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
mint,
yeah.
right? So I'm confident in the product. I know like
Yeah.
all right, once someone signs up, they know the work quality isn't going to drop. They know I'm never going
Yeah.
to miss a check in. Like
Yeah.
I'm sweet.
Yeah.
Right. So it is saturated.
Yeah.
But then when you're confident in your service, word of mouth goes around real fast.
Yeah,
as well.
real fast, yeah.
And once
Big
someone
thing.
sees a transformation of the product, that's when people come in.
Yeah.
So it's saturated. It's hard definitely at the start to get off with, but as long as you just literally do good work
Yeah.
and your
Also,
content's on
another thing,
point,
like I wouldn't try and recreate
Don't
what's
stress it.
working.
Mm.
Like if coaching's working and they've like what like e-commerce or like like clothing brands and like jewelry brands or any brands that's working,
Yeah.
why would you come in and think that you can just make something new? It's going to cost you a lot more.
Oh yeah, you want to.
You want
You're
to
saying
sell.
don't create something new.
Don't
Yeah,
create
yeah.
something new. I know, like you see, like Davey Fogarty and stuff, who creates like the Audi and stuff,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's a new product,
Yeah.
but he would have already had money to like invest and like
And that's
Get
the first time someone's done that.
exactly.
Now, when someone's coming into the market,
Yeah,
they can do it. But
They
if you're
can do
trying-
it.
yeah, it's a bit.
I'm just saying, like
different.
when you're
He's also a multi-millionaire genius, so he can just spam marketing. That's why it
exactly.
works.
So it's really hard if you have no money, like barely any money, and you want to like do well in this market.
Yeah.
Sell something that's already working.
Yeah.
But make
your own
sure your
spin.
marketing's different.
Yeah.
Marketing's really good.
Yeah.
And the best thing that I've found is like if you can see something that's working in the US or like UK, the big countries, bring it to Australia, man. Like
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
like market it in a different way that appeals to the Australians, a lot more.
yeah.
Because that's kind of what I did. Like
Because Australian fashion's low-key behind.
it's so
Yeah, by a
behind,
couple
man.
years, man. Yeah.
It's so behind.
Yeah.
Like we are
Korea
way
and
behind.
Japan are like
Japan's like on top.
Yeah.
Japan's
Like if you can go
Crazy.
to those countries and you just like write stuff down. Like this is working here.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll bring it to Australia and then just try and like way to market it in Australia.
Mm.
I can guarantee you'll like dominate the market.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot more expensive for them to buy from those countries.
Yeah.
Like shipping and stuff. They're paying a lot more on like the
Income
product
tax?
costs as well.
Yeah.
Once you bring it to Australia and people start seeing your product, they're gonna buy it straight from you.
Yeah, just like that gem, Chris Brown gem jewel chain you wanted to drop.
Exactly,
I
yeah.
was like, that
Yeah.
actually goes hard.
Yeah.
All right, 2 hours and 3 minutes. Should we ask one more question? One funny one, quickly. All right, before we cap it off, we can do one little funny question.
Yep.
Quick fire. What's something that you like about the other person? So what's something you like about Randy and me? What's something you like about me and Vish? And what's something I like about you and you?
Is it anything like business
And,
related? Or just
and something that you hate. Anything.
business related or
Anything. No, personality related.
Personality?
Yeah. Vish.
so do I start with you?
Something you like and something you hate.
You and Randy.
Both
Both?
of us.
Oh, who are first?
Yeah, yeah.
Who's first? As in who?
You go first. Something
Something
you
I
like.
like about Randy. I think how fun it is when we go out, especially in like Bali.
Mm.
Like that's my like. I
He's a
find-
good dancer.
Yeah,
He
but
knows how to have
like
fun.
even just like a bar up and stuff.
Yeah.
When we're just like tapping people's shoulders and stuff, like just stupid stuff, like
And
just
then
stupid shit.
You tap Randy like this random dude's shoulder and he keeps turning around and he
And
looks, he looks at me.
and he sack taps you.
Yeah, and then he sack taps you. I'm like, what the hell's going on? These two
Oh,
idiots.
God. One thing I would dislike is probably you have to pick a fight. I reckon.
Oh, yeah.
As in like
I
stir
agree to that.
someone
Yeah,
up.
stir the pot.
Yeah,
Not that I have a
yeah,
problem with it,
yeah.
but it's just like it's
I
like,
know what you mean. Yeah.
it's like-
It's like, oh, see.
yeah.
oh,
Saves.
He's
Another
doing
one-
it again.
Another
Like
one to worry
it's
about.
funny,
yeah.
but it's like oh, is that necessary? You know?
Mm.
But again, like it's,
Agree.
yeah. Who's,
My turn.
oh
mate.
yeah.
What do you like about
Okay,
me, mate?
circles.
Come on.
Something I love about you. I think for you, what I love about you, I can literally be myself. I can say any joke,
Yeah.
I want, and like
Some of the jokes are.
yeah, like
I don't
even
even. I've got questions about
the
it.
question, most questionable
If that
jokes-
group chat gets leaked,
Oh,
we
yeah,
are
game
screwed.
over. And I won't feel judged at all. Like, cause, and even if it's like the worst joke or like the most sussest joke ever,
Yeah.
you would, and say you didn't, like, you're like, what the hell? You'd still be like, bro, that's funny. Like, you would make me feel like, you know, I'm not
We're
judged.
on the same wavelength,
You
bro.
know?
Yeah.
One thing I would say I don't like is that you're always late. Always late.
knew
Like,
it.
you would say
Oh,
a
yeah.
time
I knew it.
and you'd be like, say we need to go to the gym or something.
Yeah.
And say we're 5 o'clock. Like, oh, I'm just leaving now. And I'll be there, just for example. Or like, say it was like some sort of set time.
What happened today, but I was before you.
Yeah, but
I was the earliest.
Yeah, what the hell?
What the hell happened
no,
there?
but like, yeah, you know what I mean.
I know what I mean, yeah.
For
Usually
everyone else
like
who's watching this, probably knows.
fashionably late,
Yeah,
non-stop.
that's
Horrible
all, it's
time.
whatever, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Nothing personal.
All right, Randy, you go.
All right. I'll do you first.
Mm.
All right.
Pause.
Something about it. So I'll do you first.
Sure.
Pause.
Pause.
Resume.
Pause.
Resume.
Resume. So something I like about you, good mate. I can tell you pretty much anything. I feel like you tell what I need to hear, you'll just say it. I
Mm.
think that's good.
Don't beat around the bush.
I hate talking to people and like just beating around the bush.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh man, you're
Small
doing great.
talk and shit. Yeah.
I'd rather hear people just say like you're not doing
Straight
well.
up, yeah.
Straight up. Like just I just want to hear it.
What about Vish?
Motivator. Like when I first started, yeah, I looked up to him. I was like, he's doing what I want to do.
Mm.
I was like, fuck, I can see like how hard you work.
Mm.
Like, these guys like genuine effort. Like he's putting like
Yeah.
it's like I tell people this, yeah. Like when you look at Vish, like he'll say something, but then he'll also do what needs to be
Exactly.
done.
Yeah.
That's a big thing. Like because dude, how many people do we know? They're like, oh, I'm gonna start a brand, and like a week later, he's like, oh, where's the brand? He's like, oh man, I don't
I'm
know.
still
Like
thinking about a
something's come up.
name.
Like
Yeah.
this has
Yeah.
come up, and I look at like people like you or you, especially you. I'm like, oh, I've got to shoot tomorrow. Like you reckon we can make it? Like it gets
Yeah.
done.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's done. Like
Yeah.
the whole job's done. We're gonna need 100 grand. Yeah, we'll get it done
Yeah,
somehow.
yeah,
So when we say something, I feel like there's a 90% chance we'll actually get the
Actually
job
do it.
done.
Yeah, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
That's what I actually like about Vish as well. Like
Yeah.
he'll say, tomorrow I'm going to gym at 5.
Yeah, he'll be
Any
there.
other person would I'll be like, oh no, I actually slept
Yeah.
in this, that. He won't wait for anyone, bro. He'll just get there and just get it done. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, no, it's my
Yeah, he
routine
just
now.
gets it out of the way.
So that's what I really like about Vish as well. Plus, he's also very, very nice.
Yeah.
Like he's just a genuine good mate. Gets the
what-
job done.
What don't you like about me though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'll come back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I don't like about you is
Oh, you continue what you're saying.
Let me continue the glazing with Randy. What I like about him is he's just a real straight shooter. He'll just tell you down the barrel of your face,
yeah.
why are you doing this? If you're doing something, you're like,
Yeah,
this
there's no
is- this is-
emotions. Like you
Yeah.
either like me or not. This is what it is.
exactly. Like he'll just be like, stop being an idiot. Do this. Do what's right. Can confide basically anything with him as well. And he's like, he's also like if I need business advice or something, if I'm like, all right, this is my next move. This is what I want to do. He'd be like, all right, take a step back, think about it logically, and then execute. Right, instead of just making decision out of emotions.
Yeah.
So
I feel like a lot like you tend to make decisions on like emotions.
mm,
Like you're
At-
like,
at the
oh,
start,
he's a
yes.
really nice guy though. He's really nice. I'm like, bro, like think of it logically. Like, yeah, nice is good, right? But like this is business. Like you need to
Yeah.
get what you need to get done.
realize that now. Now I'm just like, look, it's actually nothing's ever actually that deep,
It's not.
right? You just take a
not.
step back. You're like, look, it's just
It's
is
just
what it
business.
is.
Like if
Just
you-
get it done.
Yeah, just get it done, man. That's it.
Yeah,
Like
that's it. Dislikes. Far out. Honestly, nothing. Like, what I dislike, you're on time all the time. I can't even do the time thing. Reels, they're just funny. Like,
oh,
8 a.m.
that's a,
actually that's maybe
Oh,
that's
okay.
one
okay,
thing.
but both I
Too
reckon
much sometimes. The
Too
reels are
much.
Too
What?
much.
Like
Too
what,
many
what?
random reels.
Like what? Like what?
Have you sent any today?
Oh, as in I'm sending you reels.
The reels.
Oh, I didn't mean like the ones I make
spam.
myself.
But I don't
no,
mind
no,
them
no,
though. Like,
those
no,
To
no,
be fair,
not
I
your
don't
ones.
think there's anything I dislike or hate.
Yeah, that's actually no. Like,
This guy, no, this something I dislike or whatever. Not hate or dislike. Is sometimes you just talk without thinking,
sometimes I do.
and then that will start a little
Yeah.
that will start a
Yeah.
little
Fight.
like
A little
stir a
fight,
pot
yeah,
or a
yeah.
fight.
Yeah, we know
with
this from
someone, and I'm just
experience.
like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
god, I'm like, here we go again.
we go
It's
again.
Randy just unloading the clip without
the whole
thinking.
barrel's
The whole barrel is just unloaded and
100 rounds.
and me and Vish are there to clean it up. But that's basically it. Should we wrap it up there? Did you think
Wrap
of
it up.
anything?
No, I'm good. That's
Yeah.
good.
All right, perfect. That's episode 2 of BTB. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Leave any comments, any suggestions down below. We'll cap it off there and we'll see you guys in episode 3 and 4. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Let's go.